K9 HealthLine. Brought to you by Pet Express.
Hi, I'm Doc Mace, resident veterinarian of Pet Express Vet Clinic. I'm here once again for another episode of K9 HealthLine. For today, we're gonna discuss the parasites that live inside our dog's body. Parasites are organisms that attaches themselves to a host where they extract nutrients for them to survive. First, I would like to discuss about roundworms. Now, these roundworms are usually very common in puppies. Usually, they get it from their moms if the mom is not properly dewormed prior to breeding. Roundworms are usually seen in the feces of puppies. Usually, mga puppies na merong mga roundworm, malalaki yung mga tiyan nila. They have this pot-bellied appearance and yung skin nila looks very dry. It is very important to have your dogs tested for roundworms because roundworms are usually transmitted from dogs to humans. Hookworms are another parasite. It is very important to control hookworm infection in dogs because usually hookworms attaches themselves to the intestinal wall, and that's why minsan a dog with hookworm infection usually has bloody diarrhea. Dogs get hookworms through the feces of another dog also. So if your dog usually goes out for a walk, it is very important to deworm your dog regularly to prevent hookworm infection. Whipworm is also important because whipworm also causes diarrhea in dogs. The reason why it is called whipworm, it's because it usually looks like a whip, like a latigo in shape, literally when you see one. It is very important to control whipworms and hookworms because they get the nutrients that your dog is supposed to use for their own needs. Well, tapeworms are the thin, flat, rice-like granules that we see in the dog's feces. Now, usually, tapeworms are expelled in segments na, but tapeworms thrive inside the dog's body by ingesting the nutrients. So that's why they grow as long as 12 feet. Here at Pet Express, we advise to have your dogs dewormed at least 3 to 4 times a year. Regular deworming will prevent your pets from being reinfected again with these worms. So once again, I would like to remind you to bring your dog regularly to your veterinarian for proper deworming. Once again, this is Doc Mace, resident veterinarian of Pet Express Vet Clinic. See you next week for another episode of K9 HealthLine.